Summer safety tips for babies. Everything you must know. Summer's here, and you can finally enjoy some much needed time in the sun with your little one. However, before you head out on your little adventures, it's important to know how to keep your baby safe in the hot weather. Their delicate skin is extremely sensitive to the effects of the sun's rays. If you aren't careful, the heat could soon make your infant feel really unwell. In this video, you'll discover the potential hazards of the sun for your baby, and top tips on how to keep them safe throughout the summer months. The heat can cause a number of problems for your baby. Some of the most common risks include sunburn, dehydration, heat stroke, and skin cancer later in life. Most worryingly, overheating has actually been linked to sudden infant death syndrome, so the risks are potentially fatal, making it vital for you to take necessary safety precautions. So how can you keep babies safe and comfortable this summer? The sun's heat is more intense at certain times of the day. If you want to be extra cautious, be sure to avoid the peak times between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Of course, this isn't always possible if you need to head out for the day. However, sticking in the shade as much as you can during the peak times will really help. It's also worth keeping in mind that during these peak times, the sun's rays will bounce off various surfaces including cement, water, and sand, so it's best to avoid these two if you can. When venturing out during peak times, make use of the sunshade provided on baby's stroller. You can buy these separately if yours currently doesn't have one, and it may actually be better to buy a more specialized model as these come in with built-in UV protection. Use baby sunscreen. Even if you stay in the shade, your baby is still only partially covered against the sun's rays. You should never leave home without a bottle of infant sunscreen. It should contain an SPF of at least 15, and should also be applied frequently throughout the day, particularly if you take them swimming. It's also a good idea to look out for a sunscreen that protects against UVA and UVB rays. While you can use adult products, the infant and child variations are a lot safer to invest in, as they contain fewer additives that can be irritating for your baby's skin. Choosing the right clothing. When it's hot, your baby will get uncomfortable pretty quickly. Therefore, you really need to pay attention to how you dress them before you head out. A wide-brimmed hat is highly recommended, as this will protect the head, eyes, forehead, and neck from burning. You may be surprised to learn that the color of the clothing matters too. Dress them in light-colored clothes, as darker garments will absorb the sun, making your little one extremely uncomfortable and susceptible to heat stroke. Of course, the clothing should also be lightweight too. Another good tip is to make sure the clothing is tight woven. It's logical to think an item of clothing which you can see through when you hold up into the light would be a good choice for the hot weather. However, those little holes that you can see provide the perfect opportunity for the sun's rays to get through. Opt for tight woven materials to keep baby's skin fully protected. You could also try out baby sunglasses. It's worth noting here that your baby may not love the look or feel of the glasses, so it may be a struggle to keep them on. However, some babies don't mind, so it's worth trying, as they provide excellent protection for the eyes against the sun. Keep baby hydrated. Just like adults, babies get more dehydrated in the sun. However, keeping them hydrated can be difficult, especially if they are younger than 6 months old. Water shouldn't be provided until it's safe to give it to them, and even then it should only be given in very small quantities, until later on in life. For younger infants, you will need to nurse them with breast milk or formula a little more frequently than you would indoors. If your infant is 6 months old and over, you can add a little water alongside juicy fruits to help them with proper hydration. Fruit juice lollies and ice cubes can be a good option. Enjoy a little water fun. To make sure they're comfortable, water play is an excellent idea. Paddling pools, sprinklers, and even a cool bath can also help to cool the baby down. If using a paddling pool, ensure it is placed in the shade. Also remember to reapply sunscreen after water play is ended. You can keep them extra cool by letting them dry naturally rather than with a towel. Car safety. If you're heading out into a car, remember your baby is going to feel the heat a lot more than you do. The inside of a car can get extremely hot, so remember to keep the air conditioning on. Never leave your baby in the car alone, even if you're just popping into a shop for a minute. It doesn't take long for the infants to overheat, so park in the shade and take them with you. Something you might not have thought of is switching to a more summer-friendly carrier. A tight-fitting carrier can become much too hot for the baby, so instead opt for a lightweight nylon model. Pay attention to the baby's face too. If you notice they look a little flushed, remove them from the carrier straight away. Overall, there are so many things to consider when keeping your child safe in the sun. If you want to make sure you enjoy the hot summer months with your little one, it's important to follow all the tips mentioned in this video. After all, it's much better to be safe than sorry. That's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, we'd really appreciate it if you'd share this video with someone else who you think would benefit from knowing this information, as well as hopping on over to our website and signing up for our email newsletter by clicking the link in the description. By signing up, you'll not only be the first to hear about our new releases, but you also get exclusive goodies that are only given to our email subscribers. Finally, the next time you're looking to buy baby products, I encourage you to take a look at what we have available. Let me tell you, we aren't just out to make a profit, and pride ourselves on our high-quality products and excellent service. All Starlight Baby products are laboratory tested to ensure they are 100% safe for you and your baby, which unfortunately isn't something every company could say. On top of that, we donate 10% of our profits to children's charities and hope to increase this percentage as Starlight Baby continues to grow. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and here's to making a positive difference in the lives of our children and the world as a whole.